just everything is just a vibe. You know, the world moves around a vibe, spiritual. Personally, you know, my opinion, you know, everybody goes big with the religion thing. I have my own opinion on that. I feel, you know, different vibes, and that's how the world moves. Different vibes, and just the world is a vibe. You know, everything is motion, and everything. You know, it's a mental thing. You know, it's where you at on the inside.
That's you said the most profound word, mental. God is mental. And this is what spirituality is really about. It's about the God within you. So you don't have to conform to any group. You don't have to conform to a title. The thing is, you need to learn and understand who you are as a spiritual being and the power that the Creator gave you. That's the whole thing. And this is why I prefer spirituality than religion. Because I was raised in religion, never believed in it, but everybody around me, that was their life.
Even with me, with growing up, I would go to church, Sunday school, and they would have classes, you know, with the youth. And I would always ask the question, like, how do you know? And no one could give me a direct answer. It always was, because it is what it is, you know. And I always had questions. I'm a person that, you know, I like to ask questions. If I don't know something, I need to know the answer. You know, I keep asking the question over and over, and I always got incomplete answers. You know, everybody has their own opinion of what they follow and everything, but me, I'm a very different type person.
Well, this is what I really love about spirituality. It's about your uniqueness. It's not about you conforming and following what anybody else is saying. It's whatever is coming from within you that feel right at that time. Because what feels right this year may not feel right next year, because it's all about evolving. And religion keeps you in a box, my opinion. So they never learn, and when you don't learn, you're not growing. So the whole thing is spirituality is about the God within you. The power is within you. So you can do just about anything that you put your mind to. You have the power. And the Creator, like you said, everything is vibes, everything is energy, and everything is moving. And the way the Creator set up the world is like attract like. If you're in a positive frame of mind and you believe in yourself and you do what you need to do to accomplish, the universe will draw people to you, situation to you, to help you accomplish what you set out to do. That's how it works. But a lot of time we doubt ourselves, and we listening to what other people is saying, what you can do and what you can't do, and you don't have the power. So that's a way a lot of I think, as far as the kids not asking questions, that's a major problem.
Definitely big, definitely.
Because we got shut down as children. If it didn't happen in your home, it happened in your churches. Because I always used to ask people, well, how I know God saved this? I got knocked in the mouth.
Same thing with me. You know, I always ask questions in the church, well, how do you know? And it's like everybody looking at me like...
That's a no-no. Yeah. You're not supposed to ask that. And I don't know if you saw this movie, Simon Bridge. He was a little good movie. And it goes back to what we're talking about. He's in the church, a preacher sitting up here saying whatever he's saying. So after the sermon, they said, anybody have any questions? He was a midget. He got up, he said, yeah. He said, how I know God told, how I know this is God's word. Yeah. The whole church went crazy on him.
If you look at that, like you bring it back to when you was in school, and I'm not too sure what the name of the game was, but everybody's in a circle, and you tell one person one thing, and by the time it comes around the room, it's something totally different. You know, like the Bible or whatever you read is man. You know, a man wrote that, so this is his interpretation of what it is. You know, but how do I know that this is true? How do I know? You really don't know. You know, honestly, you really don't know.
You don't.
You know, so I just go with how I feel with myself, you know. That's how I view it.
Well, the whole thing is everybody, I feel, is on a spiritual journey. We just not conscious of it yet. I'm conscious now because I created the disease that really got me on this path, because I told the Creator, whatever name people want to call it, I wasn't living with this disease and I wasn't dying with it. So my say, now you're ready to learn. And I think this is what it all goes back to. Even with my kids, I didn't raise them in religion. I didn't raise them in church. They don't know about the Bible. They don't know about no Jesus. And you know my children. They loving, productive, you know, very good, positive children. And they do make mistakes, that to be expected. But, you know, and they loving people. I think that's what's more important, is being loving. Because some of the people that go to church are the meanest. And I can testify to that. And most negative. No compassion, no understanding. And I deal with it in my family. It's a major problem.
And I say that, like, I used to go to church, so this is off of experience. It's not, you know, I'm not hearing it from third party or anything like that. This is my experience, and I wasn't comfortable with my surroundings. So, you know, I do believe in a supreme being.
I do too.
You know, there definitely is a supreme being, but I look at it like this. Let's say your parents are Muslim. When you brought up, you're gonna be a Muslim. Your parents are Christian. When you brought up, you're gonna be a Christian. You know, that's how it is. You know, it's very rare that people change religions. It's very rare. You know.
And what happened, because I met a few that did, something happened and they revert back to it. And they say there was something happened to call them back. I say, no, it was already in your subconscious mind. So when things didn't go right wherever you was, you think that's a call from God to go back there. And people don't understand the power of the subconscious mind. Everything that you was taught, heard, and observed growing up, it's in your subconscious mind if you didn't clear it out.
So, but also to pray for her and for the rest of my family. Being raised up in this belief that you have to obey this higher power, which I agree on, but you have to obey this higher power because this group of people believe that you have to believe in him in certain ways. You cannot express yourself in religion, as you said earlier on. In religions, in most religions, you ask a question and it's like, oh Lord, here we go, he's going bananas.
No, they say you got the devil in you.
You know what another problem I find? Everybody says, you know, let's go to church, but church is just speaking of the word. Like right now, we're having church right now. That is just a building to me. You know, everybody say, oh, we got to go to church, and no, you can't wear this and that. You know, God accepts you for who you are. You know, like right now, we're having church. We're talking about the word. That's what church is. You know?
I remember Catholic. I was raised a Catholic until I actually came to myself. I think it was at the age of 15 when I came to this country. And afterwards, I think it was like 2 years, in 1997, I was trying to join this religion, the Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, Jehovah's Witness.
That church is amazing. Over there, you have to go to heaven, you need to have a business suit. You have to, I used to wear baggy clothes. And imagine, what was it? I was 17 at the moment. Boss pants when they used to be hot. Now it's rocker wear. So I go over there, South Pole, when South Pole used to be hot. That was like 96, 97. And they told me, no, you need to start coming with ties, get a different haircut. I guess God didn't like my look, so, you know.